Hello, everyone. It'll just be a minute longer. Um, Alright, I think, I've made you wait long enough. Very sorry. So, yeah, I recently updated, and by recently I mean like 5 minutes before the stream started, updated my Clip Studio, and there's a new detail called, dual brushes. I've been trying to figure out how it worked quickly, and quickly has turned into 15 minutes of stalling. Very sorry about that. So I think I'm just going to try and work out how it works with you all. So we can find subtool settings up here. I had it a moment ago. If I remembered the shortcut, I'd just do that. There we go, subtool detail. Okay, that brought it up to the other monitor. Here we go. Looks sort of like this. Let's increase its size. Alright. Brush shape. We currently are looking at the watercolor splash, one of the new brushes that came with the update. If I add this to presets, and switch over to wet wash, and I go to, well, actually, if I hold off for just a moment and I kind of give an example of what they look like normally. If we go to like a nice blue, this is sort of what watercolor splash looks like. It's very nice. And it definitely kind of recreates a pattern that I like to use when I use real watercolors. And then we have wet wash, which we increase the brush size. Looks like this. Oh, that lags the computer. Yeah, this is another like really nice brush. Like, it really looks like watercolor. But the way dual brushes work is that we're basically dual wielding both brushes at the same time. So if we set up brush shape, go to wet wash, we click watercolor splash with dual brush enabled, apply brush shape. We should now get, I'm going to increase the size a little bit, something like that. Looks really cool. And if we apply, now this just is height linear. If we put on to normal, apply, we'll now get this, where it'll give this little darker splashing intermittently with the tool. We set this to multiply. It's now the dark splashing with bits of the watercolor. This is really cool. Let's try overlay. Darken. Yeah, that's a lot like the multiply. Lighten. Ooh. Yeah, that's barely visible at all. Hard mix. Linear. Burn. There's just so many options. They're all so cool. I kind of wonder if we take brush shape and add wet wash to here. What if we invert it to watercolor splash and has wet wash applied? What does that look like? Well, that's immediately different. Let's turn height linear on. What does that do? That makes it invisible. Oh, this is pretty good. I want to see... I'm going to turn dual brush off with both of those. Can I duplicate opaque watercolor? We'll just call it opaque watercolor 2. Turn dual brush on and apply wet wash. Height linear. Wow. We now have an outline tool. What if we do something like multiply? Yeah, that seems like regular wet wash. Actually, I have an idea. What about our running edge watercolor? Looks like that. I love it. One of my favorite watercolor tools to use in Clip Studio so far. What if we duplicate this? Super watercolor. And dual brush on for this and apply wet wash with the linear. Wow. This is wild. But also, I'm getting very distracted. We should probably try some character design right now. Okay, so I had an idea for a character I wanted to draw. I wanted to add another character into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Story idea. I'm not quite sure what kind of role this character would have. I just had a fun idea for an appearance. I'm gonna try and brainstorm how it works with you all. And I figure 20 minutes into the stream, probably a good time to start about now. We can mess with dual brushes later. Anyway, what I had in mind was... see, how do I pose this? Sort of like... like a crossed legs pose. Like sitting cross-legged. Something like, here's something, how to... I prepared a lot, and yet I also prepared so little for this. It's sort of like this. It's kind of have this exaggerated slouch. I'm not quite sure how to describe this character. I just kind of thought of like a funny kind of take on like a mentor figure. Where like normally like a kind of mentor figure is sort of like a guru, or like the stereotype of a guru, but turning it on its head. So person's cross-legged, but super slouched and not actually caring about enlightenment, or in this case, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But if this person who seemingly doesn't care and kind of keeps to himself, herself, themself, is actually a very powerful duelist, that might be interesting as a challenger for our protagonists. I'm not super certain if this is like another rival or antagonistic kind of character, like Soma in the previous stream, or if this is a beneficial, like begrudging mentor who teaches our protagonists of how to get good. Like in Aizawa from My Hero Academia. I think something like this kind of works. There we go. Alright, so we have a rough idea for how the character looks, at least sitting down. And I kind of think that while most duelists in Yu-Gi-Oh! Stand up while they duel, I think this person would only duel sitting down. So let's just like add a little dual disc indicator there. Alright, let's, and standing up, how about we do... like this. Just the tallest person. All legs. Yeah. I like the idea of having a character with fun body proportion. You see in shows like My Hero Academia, One Piece, even JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you can just find all variety of different shaped people, even to the point of being unnatural at times, but always fun to look at. And I figured Yu-Gi-Oh! Could use more people like that, because in Yu-Gi-Oh! Most everyone is kind of looks lean, and that's about it. Body shape kind of gets boring. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is known for having the wildest hair for characters, so maybe that makes up for it. Kind of adds to a different kind of identity with the art. But I think with my little fan fiction, I'll kind of mess with that a bit, because I think it's more fun to do that. Anyway, let's add a view from behind as well. And the way we did that before was copy, paste, I'm gonna do this. And down opacity. we go. Yeah, something like this, I think. Let's do the quick, like, balance test. Oh. Merge with layer below. Oh, no, too much. Alright, let's flip horizontal. I think it sort of works. The middle figure's legs seem unbalanced. So we'll work on that. A little dance. Yeah, let's pull this in. Pull this over to here. It's more centered. This feels a little more like a slouch. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. A little more balanced. Alright, let's get some details in. Let's see, for outfit, I mean, we should probably go something fairly simple. Since most of the time, like, the torso up is just, the viewer's only going to be looking at the hair, so... the viewer's probably only going to be looking at, hair, so probably don't want a very distracting shirt. But with all this leg, it's like Sanji from One Piece. We probably could do for something simplistic, but also still draws the eyes up to the face, even though it's partially obfuscated. Again, by hair. Let's try... Oh yeah, and we also need something for the face, so... This very rectangular shape, the face. There we go. That's a mood. Let's... There we go. Really kind of captures the sleep deprived and doesn't care. This eraser is too large. Let's shrink it down. And part of the awesomeness of this brilliant design is you only have to draw one eye. Yeah. Little drawing trick. If you don't like drawing hands or eyes, just cover up the other. Have them in a pose where one hand is tucked into a pocket behind the person. Or cover up half the face with hair. It's genius. You got a mean squint going down. Just absolute annoyance. There we go. Kind of a peaceful face there. Whereas, like, Soma kind of has two emotions. Fake happiness and condescension. I think this person's two states are either doesn't care and is annoyed, or doesn't care but having a good time. And I think having like a very plain hair color with a fairly plain hairstyle, kind of poses a good contrast with other would pose a good contrast with some other characters. There we go. Alright, now that we have the space like sketch done of different angles, poses, and a face, I think now we can work on something that looks a little bit cleaner. So let's try... Let's switch to a blue for more high visibility. Higher visibility. Nice. Hmm. Hope you all are having a good day. Or if you're not having a good day, I hope this is at least helping you either cheer up or just help relax. Alright. I think this pose is doing okay. Let's do... this back pose. Low. 10. Don't die on me. There you go. Adjusting these feet to seem a little bit more like they match up with whatever floor is being stood upon. Do this now. Alright. Okay, that's vaguely the right shape. And for this side, we can do... like that. do I make myself do this? Alright, if I can do... Alright, that shoe looks okay. And if I just do the same thing over here, it should also look okay. Yep. Good enough. Maybe this is a mistake, because this pose is tough to do. I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to want to do repeatedly if I'm to draw this as a fanfic. Here we go. Actually, no, that would go like more over here. There we go. Let's add that to this as well. Just like a little antenna. Yeah, why did I do... Why did I just copy and paste the exact same haircut? Let me just... This forearm seems a little too short. So let's pull it back a bit. Alright. I think that works. There we go. I'm liking this person. It's a fun design. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Something to think about for a deck. Well, we know Soma, the rival, is going to be playing a spellcaster deck using Cosmo Queen. I imagine Soma with the last name Amanagawa being Milky Way and Ace Monster Cosmo Queen. Characters in especially Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, where rush duels take place. Their decks tend to have a similar theme to, like, whatever their ace monster is, and their name, being a pun. So I imagine Soma would kind of have like a space-themed spellcaster deck, possibly going into astrology. So with like Cosmo Queen, maybe could have something related to the Tanabata festival with Hikoboshi and Orihime, related to the stars Vega and Altair, irrespectively. Maybe this person. I kind of want to work off of like play with the idea of the spiritualism, like a spiritual advisor type of person, but also not really having anything to do with spiritual advising. So maybe something like. I mean, I thought of like an ace monster for this person, being a fiend type, and it's just a door. Sort of like. A door. But it's also like a little fiend, like guarding the door and opening and closing it. I got the idea looking up paradoxes, specifically like logical and scientific paradoxes, not like time paradoxes. But there's a paradox called Maxwell's Demon, which is basically like based on the laws of thermodynamics of what if you had an entity that could open and close a door really, really fast, such that only hot particles can go through, but like fast moving particles can enter and slow moving particles cannot. So basically, whatever the one room is would be eternally cold, and the other room would be eternally hot, and break science. I thought that'd be a cool idea for a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, of like, of just like a demon or a fiend, and a door, sort of like, what is it, Thresholder, the boss from Kingdom Hearts 2, which is like two Heartless that are also part of a door. Or, I think it's Demon Wall in Final Fantasy, which is a boss that is also a door. So it's like, there's a lot of inspirations for something like that. Also, just an ace monster being an inanimate object kind of has, kind of makes me think of the chairs from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, used by Sebastian. For anyone who doesn't know, Sebastian is a robot massage chair, and his deck is entirely chair monsters, with the ace monster being a throne, like for royalty. It's hilarious, but considering we have a precedent for a chair archetype, I think a door monster can be for this guy. Now the question is the entire deck doors, or is it like logical paradoxes? Or is it like temperature based? There's a lot of different ideas and concepts of what this person could use. But I definitely like the idea of this laid back, doesn't care person has a door. And if he's like pseudo spiritual advisor, a door can be very symbolic. Let's draw a hand. Alright, how do I want to do this? That's messy, but it's a hand. Or at least the sketch of one. Also, let's take this and let's make it like a small, like that. There we go. He looks a little more relaxed. Not quite so bored out of his mind. We still need a name for this person, though. I mean, it could be Max. And this is a reference to the Maxwell Demon. The... We drew the dual disc wristband on this arm, so we might as well do it on the other two. Okay. Let's... I think we're about ready to, like, put more details on clothes. I mean, I think these pants have got to be jeans. Like, I can't really think of a way around this without it just being like jeans. Which would be a simplistic style of clothing for the rest of the outfit. Boom, jeans done. No, that's probably good. Maybe we turn this into like a belt. Yeah. Large belt. Don't worry about it. Alright. So, I think shadow goes here. And like up there. And in this pose, we'll just fill in the shirt area. Do pinpoint erasure. Wait, no, this. Alright. Now, pinpoint erasure on this side. Now, we need to fix this thumb. As the great Bob Ross always said, there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I also think it doesn't hurt to make changes either. When you can, at least. don't know how to draw thumbs from this angle. I think this is good. Well, thumbs just, I think, will always look off to us. Like, this thumb is mostly okay. So I want to try... Oh no, I drew on the wrong layer. The cardinal sin. Well, let's just merge the layers. Right. What I'm going to do is squish this down a bit. Alright. Let's flip this around to make sure we're still okay. Alright, we could use some work on the backwards position. The foot looks definitely out of place, but our front position looks nice from both left and right. Meanwhile, our center pose kind of looks, it looks unbalanced. Like this knee is a little too far out, I think. Try moving it in like this. Let's take this. Maybe move it this way a little. Alright, let's try it again. That looks a little better. I think we can adjust this foot. Right. Another flip horizontal. Okay. I think I can see a few more places where we can adjust. Example, right about here. I think it's good enough right now. Like, it's still kind of slanted. It's like the legs are almost equal now, but the hands are a little, for our perspective, it's a little off from what I'm aiming for. It's manageable, but it could be I think I can do a little better. Will it be a little better? I don't know. I'll just feel a little better about it. And to fix this leg, I think we just need to move it up. Because it's towards us on this side, which means it should be further than us on this side. Further from us on this side. And I think I can bring it a little lower. And or adjust the angle so we're not really looking past it. This hand is still a little off. Let's try copying this hand, flipping it around. See how that looks. We add a shadow to the shoes. That might also help us gauge a little. Okay. And definitely bring this shoe down a little. I'm not quite sure how to fix the imbalance in the center pose's leg. Maybe I can bring this up a little. A little further apart. And a little larger. Yep. Did not mean to crop and put into a new image. Okay. I think that's a little better for the leg. I think I need to bring the top leg over a little more. We'll see if that makes it a little better. Try just a little adjustment. OBS just had a hiccup there. Sorry about that. That was worrying. But we're back. All right, one more time. I think this is good now. Good enough. Left and right, with our front and back poses, they look fine now. I think now's a good time for us to add some colors. Yeah. We're gonna start with the jeans. What's a good denim color? think about that. All right. Okay, we have a gap in the system. There we go. Okay. Maybe if we go with we could go for a dark shirt, sort of like Soma's. So I'm kind of thinking a dark green. Also, let's change this to just a normal layer, so we don't have to worry about the multiply-ness. And now we can turn the multiply back on. Alright. We stop with the disconnecting or reconnecting OBS. It's very worrying. Alright, let's do a couple of different palettes, or colors. Let's try a blonde. Okay, OBS is having a lot of troubles right now, so we're going to wrap this hair color and then we're going to call it a stream. Let's try a dark tone. Let's get a medium, and then we'll get a white. It's a very light tone. Alright. The reason we have a medium tone is that I can do this. Tonal correction, use saturation. See how other colors of roughly this style work. Like, this is okay. I don't like this. Sort of a mauve. Now saturation, turn up luminosity. Yeah. I think this works well as complementary to the jeans, and also as, like, it's within the same family as the jeans color, but also, purple and green kind of make it for a good contrast with each other. So yeah, I think this is the way to go. Alright. Let's quickly sign this before my computer breaks apart with OBS having a fit. Alright, let's try... multiply, and fade. There we go. Let's see, what kind of name fits this person? Well, maybe you don't need a name just yet, but a title would be enough. I don't really want to name him Max, just because Max in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially Rush Duels, the format of the game, kind of implies like maximum summon, or maximum monster. So maybe not Max. Maybe... There we go. Temporary name. We can work out other coloring details and such at a later time. I think we could add more detail to the hair, such as adding a signature like stripe of color, like we did with Soma. And like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh characters just have multicolored hair for whatever reason. It's never really explained. Yeah. We'll add... Oh, almost forgot something. Let's turn opacity down, like 50 to like... It's the darkest of bags under the eyes. There we go. So tired, but very relaxed. That's kind of the vibe this person is giving off. Okay. So we have a rival and a mentor. Still can't think of a good protagonist yet, though a good protagonist with Yu-Gi-Oh kind of helps follow a core theme of the series. For example, Yugi in original Duel Monsters kinds of follows a coming of age story where he's helping Yami um, uh, know his identity, but at the very end he kind of depends on Yami a lot. At the very end, he has to set his own independence. In GX, Jaden follows the progression of sort of like becoming the greatest and then asking yourself, what next? Yusei is a very two-dimensional character, but he kind of functions as a catalyst to helping everyone else with their character arcs. Which mostly come to a point of understanding a balance, and that things don't have to come in absolutes. That's what I'd take out of 5Ds. So with just those 3 series in mind, how the characters work, I don't know, I feel like the protagonist needs a lot of thought put into a protagonist for my own story kind of needs a strong basis of knowing what themes are going to be present. And in order to be the best protagonist there could be. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. That's going to come immediately. But coming up with side characters, or even supporting characters, can definitely help ground a story. I like this person's atmosphere. This was fun to draw, even though it's very simple, and OBS did not want us to stream today for some reason. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I think we're going to draw another character, if not a couple, on Friday. And then afterwards we should be able to get back to some gaming. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, bye. Have a good one.